Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Drywall Danny here, looking to start framing. So that'll be fun. I've done it a couple times, so it's nothing new. But being a one man, framing 12-foot walls, standing up by yourself, we'll see. But I got this to help stand it up. So hopefully I can figure out a system so it doesn't fall over. That's important. But let's get started. Right now, what I have to do. Kids think this is a play area. Yeah, got the other one. There's another one right there too. Anyways, I have to cut down these 12 footers. They're like 144 and a half from the factory, and now I have to cut them down to 140 and 5/8 so that my walls are exactly 12 foot after my two top plates and bottom plate, because I don't want to be hanging OSB on the inside walls at 4 feet in dimension and have like that big of a rip somewhere. So cutting it down, be exactly 12 foot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Milwaukee guy. These things are worth their weight in gold. Literally, what's that? 5 pounds, 5 times 16, 50, 80, 80 times 2,000, just about $16,000 per battery. Okay, so they're not that expensive, but they're very valuable. The 12 O's, awesome battery. They last forever. Cutting all day in my Milwaukee skill saw, circular saw. You know what? I didn't realize until a couple years ago that Skill was the brand of the circular saw that everybody used to use. So now I always call it just Skill saw. My bad. So, can you tell I'm a drywaller? Huh? You know, I have a feeling ordering those at 140 and 5/8 from the factory might have been a teensy bit easier. Okay, now that I have those all cut, I can go get my treated green bottom plate, whatever you want to call it, and start laying out the wall. But first, I gotta drive the skidster. So, just got the big lumber package down here. Oop, wrong way. Got the treated board right there. And, you know, I had no room to put it in the skidster or put it, close because of kids. Tell me you have kids without telling me you have kids. Am I right? All right, so let's get the treated. Let's get it cut down to exactly 16 feet with another 16 footer and start laying out this wall. So, got my green plate. Got to cut it down because they typically come like ½ inch or a little bit more than that over 16 feet. They're not exactly 16 feet. So, got to come down to 16 for layout purposes. I don't know how many times I've taken these off today already. Too many. Huh, it's actually an inch over. What do you know? Okay, so what I like to do now is I push it right against the bolts. Then I take my pencil and draw a line beside each bolt. So I drew my line, and then I flip the 2x6s down. And what you guys didn't see is I chalk line 5.5, 5.5 in between. I measure from that line in, and that's my center of the bolt. So this one is 2.5. Now we drill. Now you really have to make sure that you don't flip-flop these 2x6s now, because the holes are drilled from a certain side. You got to stand them up a certain way. If not, well, it's not going to look good. Now we do the same thing, except with regular 2x6s. These are 192 3/4. So I got the last piece cut. Now we lay out. Now remember, that is doghouse. Granted, it's enclosed, but I got windows in this wall, and I don't want to center it of the wall, because then when I'm inside here, they'll look sideways. So it's 32 feet inside. The windows are 5 feet. I want them centered. Center to the middle is 16. So one window, one window centered on 16 feet is at 8. So like I said, the windows are going to be centered in here. 8 feet is the beginning. Hello, tape. 8 feet's the beginning, or the middle, rather. And then I go 2.5 feet the other way. So that's 5.5 feet, 66. And then 126. Just check to make sure. 60 inches. What do you know? I don't know if my tape's long enough to do the other one. I can mark center. Oh, look at that. Piece of cake. You take your square out. Then you got your cripple. Then you got your king. Cripple, king. I don't know what those marks mean. I just picked whatever. But this way, they're marked on the both sides. So once I extend that board out, I can line up my boards just fine. Then I'm going to come down to this side. And then you can start marking your layout. But the first one, you want to mark at 15 1/4. Why, you ask? And I just do a dash to know that the stud goes to that side. But why, you ask, is because you want your OSB, or T111 in this instance, to be dead center of a full piece. So I did 32 every 16. So if you start with OSB on the very corner and you measure 48, it's going to be dead center of that mark. That's why.
And as much as I wish I was this fast at adding 16 together, I'm not. It's all the nice, pretty little red numbers on your table. Make life so much easier. And then just like I did for the window layout, I mean, obviously, we know which side that's going to go to.
See how easy that is? But since it's a 5-foot window at 60, you add the 3 inches for your cripplers, and you cut these headers at 63. What are you doing? Are you stuck? So I spent the majority of today rounding up tools, getting the material over here. And so basically, and we gotta leave somewhere. Plans, lives. Go live it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna kick back and start first thing in the morning. Yeah, I didn't even have a nail gun. Who doesn't have a nail gun? Now I do. Should be able to start first thing in the morning, get it going. I got walls to stand up, people. So basically, my mic battery must have died, so no sound for the next couple clips. But this is me starting off the next morning, building this header, and I literally have a big blow to my success of the day. Thought the air compressor was off because the nail didn't go all the way in. But that's not the big blow. Here I am. Looks like I'm talking to myself, which I am because the mic was off. daughter decided to come out and help me out. She was even nice enough to bring me my drill so I could drill some holes in the header. And I'm like, oh, nope, don't need that right now. How many nails do you guys count? What, I put in 15 nails total? And then wop bop a boo bop dee ba boom. Oh yeah, that's the air hose. Just blowing freely with a long-standing pause of silence. Nothing else I can do but that. So it literally broke off at the very end. You see part of the green thing still in the threads. And the closer I looked, I realized maybe, just maybe, I could just screw it in deeper and it would work. So here I am tightening it. I probably got a good full 5 threads. And here I am thinking, there is no way this works. Not a chance. I got it. But first, the air test. No way. Pap, 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 pap. Ah, can't believe it. Back to work I go. Building the second header. And if you pay attention, I am setting this gun down with such delicate care, even far away, because I'm about to pick up this header. Got the king studs, cripplers. I'm still in shock that the gun is working. Here I'm doing a little trick. I couldn't get this crippler to fit on straight, so I put a nail partially in, wedge it against itself, pull up, get it even, and tut-tut. Now I'm making sure not to flip or twist in any way, shape, or form, carrying the board straight, laying them into their spot. There I'm getting the AI to follow me. Here's, I get all the ends on, and then I start laying in on my studs now that the whole square is secure. And this is just a pretty simple process at this point. Just go through, nail them all in. Then you got to come back and frame in your windows. Marking down 2 feet since my windows are, how do they say it? Is it 5 by 2 because 5 is the width and the height? In any case, Here, I gotta make sure that the green plate is nice and tight before I nail it to the stud. I think I had to do some maneuver to get it to be nice and flush. And here I'm just repeating the same process on the other window. And then now I gotta put in my blocking every 6 feet, not only for the T111, but for the 12-foot studs, because if the wall's over, I think it's 10 feet and over, you have to put blocking in to support the studs so there's no bowing involved. Lots of blocks to cut. And here I am squaring it out, measuring corner to corner. Most people, you can just try to get a number, do the a squared b squared equals c squared, but here I just make sure the number's the same. And by some certain luck of the draw, I come over here, I grab the maul, and do one easy little tap, tap, taparoo. There, you barely see that corner move on that closest left. And boom, she was done. Easy peasy. So much easier to measure out with help. Also, I'm doing T111, so I'm laying the Tyvek down. And I'm going to do an unedited video because I got the whole neighborhood crew to help me stand up this wall. So here you go. Okay, and right about there. Is that good?
Go. Man, it's got lightning over here, dude.
One.
You gotta go way that way. Yeah, it's a long drop here. Go right there.
Should be able to fix something up.
Oh, is there one over here? Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Oh, stop right there. There
There
it
it
is.
goes.
Okay, don't let it go too far. This is a handle right here. You guys want to?
Yeah, I guess. If it wasn't, I was using it as one. Get him board.
Who didn't fill the nail gun? Sound like I've been waiting for 20 minutes.
Here for an hour.
Hey, this wall's taller than it looked on the ground.
You want me to come over there?
Yeah, that's what I got taller.
Oh,
Hey, Blaine.
oh, really? I was
I'm gonna be in.
like the ones that we went over and had to jog to. How tall was that?
Needs to scoot towards us.
Holy crap. Hurry up.
It's so tall. Can't reach it.
You got a bench?
I'm just jumping. Oh no.
I don't know why you did it. He's like, it won't work. I'm like, well, I think it would work. With that attitude, it's not going to work. I will at least try it a little bit. See how far we get before we decide that it's not going to work. Yeah.
What?
What are you looking for? You didn't prepare for any of this.
There's no dirt over here. It's too short. Oh, yeah, he needs a ladder. Should have had this stuff ready, you know, like when we were all driving here.
Unprepared.
No mercy, Kelly.
People always tell me I gotta bring a pencil to work. Dude didn't even bring a bench, man.
Where are you gonna put that bench? On the floor?
On my knee.
No, there's a clip over here. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Oh my gosh.
Give her a go. Oh yeah, she's lovely.
The wind's picking up. Yeah, it is too. It's gonna blow it over. Then you'll have to use the skid steer.
What do you think?
Skid steer on the first.
Good.
She should stay. Is it me, or does that seem a lot taller than when it was laying?
It looks so short on the ground.
I know.
I thought that they were only 4-foot pieces.
Yeah, Craig, he's like, I'm taller than those pieces right there. Thanks, guys. That was like super easy.
Are you guys standing in the rest of these today?
I'm building them. And there you have it, people. Got the wall up. And a buddy of mine stuck around. We got that wall built, ready to stand them up. But that's all I got for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button. Appreciate being here. That's a tall wall. That is sweet. I'm stoked. Can't wait. Trusses come in 1 week. I'll be ready.